Hi, Jono. It's Darren Laws. Thanks for your interest in my conversion analysis. I thought the best thing to do is to shoot you a video. I can get a lot more information across to you than I can in the reports that I do. So the first thing I do, I notice when I come to your website, rocketcharities.co.uk. I like the website. You've got some great design going on there. It's very clean and clear. It's easy to make out the text and what's going on. One thing I would say is that the sliding banners that you have here, in most tests, these have a negative effect on conversions. So if I were you, I would test removing this the sliding images, and I would probably try testing one of them, or each individually, each one against the next, to see which one has a higher effect on conversions. You've got some free catalogs and free guides and stuff like that. You may want to see if people are interested enough to use that as your as a sort of a lead magnet to get people onto a mailing list, and then you can build a relationship with people. It's very difficult to get enough information across on a page of cold traffic. When you've got cold traffic going to your page, you've got to build trust and credibility, and you've got to do a lot on that page to get people to buy from you straight away. So if you can get people onto a mailing list, it's quite often a lot better way of marketing to people, and you can increase your conversions quite considerably by doing that. So test what you've already got with the catalogs and the downloads here. Test that as a landing page, or even you could have that just as the banner here. So you could have the home page and have download our brochure guide, or a guide to fundraising merchandise for charities, or something like that, and use what you've already got. There you go. You've got that is the guide to fundraising merchandise. So you can use this whole area here. This is the most important area of the web page. It's the above the fold section. It's the bit that people see when they first come to your website, and you've got to grab people's attention in this part, and otherwise they're going to hit the back button. People have we have a low attention span on the internet. If we don't get what we're looking for straight away, we're just off to the next site. So I would try that, and see how you get on there. Under here, you've got your charity badges. I think you may want to have a headline here. Some of our merchandise. But I would find out what people want to do next. When they come to your site, what are they looking for? You can survey your customers to find that out. You've got live chat, so look back through the live chat, see what people are asking you. You'll find out what where the confusion is, where the friction is in their interaction with the site, and if you can implement the changes into your site, you'll get huge jumps in conversion. So I would build a page based on what people want when they come to your site. So if they're a charity and they're looking for fundraising merchandise, what is the question? What's in the front of their mind when they come to your site? Is it, what merchandise is out there? Can they trust you to deliver their merchandise? There's lots of things going through people's minds. If you can find out what's going through your customers' minds, you address that on your page and throughout your website, you'll significantly increase your conversions. So something else, as I said earlier, try a headline here. But find out if people want that stuff there, if they're clicking there. Install something like you can install Crazy Egg or ClickTail to watch heat maps of people interacting with your site. You can see what people are going to, where they're going, what they're not so interested in. You can do some user testing. Usertesting.com. It's really good for that. Or just take your laptop into a coffee shop, buy people a coffee, and just record them, screenshot them, video them interacting with your site. Give them a couple of things to do and watch them. Watch where they're getting stuck. When people are confused, they won't buy. So watch where people get held up in the process. I'll attach you my guide to conversion optimization. That will help you as well. That's got information there about user testing and how you can go through that. So you've got here free consultation. That's quite good. You may want to try moving that up the page. Does that help? You want to split test it. Use if you've got Google Analytics. Use the split test. Sorry, I'm mincing my words now. The split testing function in Google Analytics to get a scientific result of one page against another. You'll then make sure that you're putting one foot in front of the other. You also said you just installed the reviews on your page. Did that have a positive effect? If you're split testing, you'd know that. If not, then you may want to just go back and check whether it's positively affecting it or not, just to be sure. If your aim of this page is to get people to fill in this box, then you may want to move that further up the page. I would also say that the more things you ask for, the more fields you ask people to fill in, the less people, the smaller number of people are going to go through the whole thing. So if you just ask for email and a comment box, so you can get back in touch with them, you'll get a lot more people fill the form in. You may get lesser quality. You may get a lot more people, but lesser quality, and then you've got to work out whether the quality is worth it, and whether that helps with the sales. So if you take a couple of fields out of there, just experiment with that and see how you get. Submit doesn't always convert very well as a button, so change it to something a bit more positive, a bit more people focused to the person that's looking at that screen. So if you had a button on there that says get help with your merchandise, or get help with my merchandise, you'll probably find that in most tests that gets a higher sort of click through, because it's more focused towards the person that's using it, user focused sort of copy on there. So let's have a look at your landing page. When you test this landing page, I would test whether the background here is having an effect. To me, it's harder to read the headline here with that background. It may not. You may find that doesn't have people aren't having a problem with it, and it's not affecting any conversions. But that's something that I would test, because you would want to know the answer to. I think you want something before this box. So you want a headline. People have come to this page. They've clicked on your PPC ad, and they've come here looking for something in particular. It's probably to do with fundraising badges. So I would focus everything on that. You may want to try a different headline here, or work on several different headlines. Find out what gets people clicking down the page. If people are coming here, and you may want to also have an arrow pointing down the page, so it's obvious to people that the page scrolls, because people don't always. It's not always obvious, and people will. In conversion tests, if you've got an arrow, a little triangle or something pointing down the page that makes it obvious that people need to scroll, then they'll start scrolling, and then they'll start reading the rest of the page. To me, these boxes here, you've not built enough credibility or anticipation for what you do to I'm not interested in these yet. I think I'm more interested in what you do, how you can help me, why I should keep reading your page, and then these other things are going to come into play. After I'm interested in what you do, I think that you may be able to help me. I'm interested in your merchandise. Then I'm going to be interested in how much is the design going to cost? Can I talk to somebody? Is it going to cost me anything to talk to somebody? The 25 years experience. You may want to try delivering that to people in a different way. So, so we've been around for over 25 years. This means that we've built up a track record. I would probably put your previous customers further up the page, see how that works, because that's going to build huge credibility. You've worked with people like UNICEF and the RSPB and stuff like that. They are going to do more to build credibility on your site than anything that you can say. So you just say, no, here's some of our previous clients. And if you can get a testimonial from anybody at any of these charities, then put that on the page. That will increase your conversions. Third-party testimonials work really well. Again, because it's easy to build the credibility, and they can do so a lot quicker than you can on your page. I would probably go into. I would want more information. So you've got these badges. How does the process work? How do I pay for the badges? What's the minimum order? How are the badges made? What are the design restrictions? How long is it going to take me from talking to you till I can get my badges? People are going to have all of these questions. If you can answer all of them in your page, then you're going to get when they're going to be more ready to buy. If you don't ask enough questions, then they could be they might not stay on the page. They might go somewhere else looking for the answers. Rather than contact you. You've got to build enough. You by demonstrating, by telling people exactly how you manufacture, or all your process of design and manufacture, you can set yourself apart from the competition, because nobody else is probably telling them how that happens. They're probably doing things that are exactly the same as you in the manufacturing, but if you're the only one that's telling people about it, they're going to find your website more appealing. They're going to feel more connected to you and your brand, and you'll increase your conversions again that way. You have got a testimonial. I missed that. If you could if you had a name of somebody, that would help even more, but that's great. I would probably try putting that higher up the page. That's going to build credibility straight away. You've got your team. If that is your team, I would mention that this is our team, and because it's not 100% clear, that's going to help, because people are going to put a face to the website. It makes it more personable, and it's a real picture of real people, which helps. So I would make sure that is you've got, this is me, our team, or something like that. Get in touch with us. I would try the copy on here. Is it get in touch with us? Does that work best? Or something else, again, along the lines of talking to the people. So get in touch with us, or start your journey to your merchandise, or something get help with choosing your merchandise or something like that. So try different things, see what people are clicking on, and um, what sort of effect that's having on conversions. Hopefully this has given you plenty of information. You've got a lot of stuff that you can go back and look into and test. If you have any other questions, then please get back to me, but I hope you found this useful. Thank you.